In this video, we're going to be going over the pros and cons of living in Deltona, Florida. And if you don't have a sensitive stomach, make sure you stay tuned to the end for one of the most gruesome pieces of history here in Deltona. What's up, everybody? It's Jimdin
and Bubba
with the For Sale team right here in Deltona, Florida. If you're new to the channel and you want to know everything about working, sleeping, playing, eating, buying, and or selling anywhere here in Deltona, Florida, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. We have people reaching out literally every single day, and we love it. Whether it's buying, selling, moving, or relocating. Make sure you reach out, shoot me a call, text, email, message in a bottle, or schedule a Zoom in the link down below. However you need to reach us, we've got your back when you're moving to Deltona, Florida. Let's get into it. So you might have seen Deltona in a couple places, maybe TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's the home of a lot of picturesque sites that literally just pop up everywhere. It's very appealing, it's very nice to look at. And honestly, they're very tucked away. They're very nice hidden gems that just really add a lot of depth into what Deltona has to offer. Some of the places that you might have seen are Blue Springs State Park. You've got Lake Monroe, which is right there next to Deltona. And then Lake Gleason as well even brings beautiful views and sights. Something that really just catches a lot of new Floridians off guard is it's not all about the ocean. Inside Florida itself, there are tons and tons of lakes, rivers, streams, and even little springs that you can go and see manatees swimming through. So if you want to be swimming through some water and you want to find some manatees just swimming right there next to you, Deltona might be your spot.
The water crystal clear, blue, cool, really cool fish. You can snorkel, you can go fishing, you might see some alligators.
So other parks where you can take your family are Mariners Cove Park, we've got Thornby Park, and even Green Springs State Park, which are all fantastic places to bring the family, bring the dogs,
play some frisbee, eat a sandwich. Now some of the indoor activities that you can do maybe on a colder day or maybe when it's raining, because it never rains here, so you can go to places like Family Fun Town, which has like go-karts, games, it has like mini golf, those types of entertainment, food and all that kind of stuff. There's also places like the zoo and botanical gardens, the Greens Haunted History House and Museum, Reptile Discovery Center where you can go see the little slithery things. There's festivals that go on, like in the fall, the Harvest Festival, so there's festivals and other things going on, music. Oh, they have airboat and gator charters, so you can get on the airboat and fly around on one of those little fan boats. One of my things I gotta do, I haven't done that. And go see the gators, get your leg chomped on. All right, so one of the cons for me is that I love the beach. I gotta be either on the beach or within minutes of the beach. And Deltona, being closer to Orlando, it's more inland. For me, it's not close enough to the beach. It's a great town, I love to visit, but it's definitely for my lifestyle, it's not that. But the cool thing is it's not far from the beach. It's within 35 minutes of Daytona Beach. It's 30 something minutes from Ponce Inlet Beach, New Smyrna. You're about an hour and a half from Cocoa Beach. And then it's, if you want to go to the cool beaches and hang out with like Will Smith and those dudes and like Mr. Worldwide.
You've got Miami, which is about 4 hours south. Tampa, if you're taking I-4, you're going through Orlando. So you're gonna get there about 2 hours if you're leaving from Deltona. And then Jacksonville is about an hour and a half north. So you're pretty centrally located in Deltona itself. But if the beach life is more your style and you're looking to move to Florida and not necessarily be right next to the tourist trap that is Orlando, if theme parks aren't necessarily your thing, then maybe Deltona might not be the right area for you. If you want to learn more about beach living, make sure you check out our other videos down below about New Smyrna, Port Orange, Ormond Beach, and of course Daytona Beach. So the thing is with Florida living, this might be one of your first videos that you might be looking at before you make the move to Florida. And let me tell you, a lot of the channels out here are going to butter this place up. It's gonna make it seem fantastic. It's gonna make it seem great. Kind of like how we just did the past couple minutes. But the thing is, what they're not telling you is Florida is awful. From June to August, the state is unbearable. You've got bugs that are literally the size of, the prehistoric kind. They're just absolutely massive. They're disgusting. And if you let a single mosquito bite you, you literally just lost like half a gallon of blood right there.
Maybe a leg.
It's purple at that point, all right? Keep that in mind.
And then the no-see-ums are ridiculous, so.
Complete opposite. Opposite.
You could be out all night long, not even just hanging out, all of a sudden next day you wake up and it looks like you just got shot with the bird shot of a shotgun. Just you look like you got a disease or something.
Just everywhere. It's awful. And the thing is with the no-see-ums, what makes it's the name, the irony of the name. First off,
You can't see them.
you literally can't see them. Everyone has this aha moment where they get the name when they get here. Some people have that aha moment before they even get here. But let me tell you, you won't think of no-see-ums the same until you've actually experienced them. So keep that in mind if you're moving out to Florida.
And they don't affect everybody, actually. They affect my daughter really bad. They don't affect me at all.
I don't feel them.
So, not that I don't feel them, they just don't like me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the amount of beers I drink.
During the months that we're in right now, January, coming soon in February, comes something else. In the grass, you might see little white speckles and such. In the trees, you'll see them as well. Nice cotton candy. Yeah, I'm talking about the spiders. And you'll see them, and they'll make massive webs between trees that will catch you in the face, and you just better hope that your mouth wasn't open.
You have to walk through doing the chop. So, and also if you don't like amphibians, like lizards and little frogs and toads, during the summer you will see a ton of lizards everywhere. Frogs, toads. We even have iguanas that going into the fall, they will actually fall out of the trees and it'll rain iguanas. I've yet to see that, but I wish I could see that. Apparently the weather gets so cold that they're cold-blooded, they just go to sleep and they fall out of the trees. And they've been known to hit people on the head.
I'm trying to get knocked out by an iguana.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's such a cool story.
Maybe you can get knocked out by an iguana.
And gator.
And then gator grabs you, drags you into New Smyrna Beach to where you can get, bit by a shark.
The trifecta.
The trifecta. Now the next obvious con for here, or pro, I don't know, depends on who you are, is the weather. It gets crazy around here. If you saw our other videos, we talk about this a lot because it is a big issue. It's people are constantly worried. If you've never lived here before, you see on the news, you're always seeing Florida bracing for maybe the next hurricane. Deltona, not necessarily going to be hurricane area because it's not really that close to, not that they won't get the afterblow or the after effects of the whatever as it's crossing over. So they do get severe weather, sideways rain, crazy lightning, but probably not as good of a chance to get hit by a hurricane there.
With the hurricanes here in Florida, a lot of them, what they're doing is they're actually coming down south and they're going up. They're hitting the Keys, Miami, Fort Lauderdale first. And then the other good majority of them are coming up through the Gulf, right? So they're going to be hitting Tampa, those areas. What's that one place right next to Tampa? St.
Petersburg?
That's where you guys went?
Yeah. Beautiful place.
The Tampa, St. Petersburg area, those areas are getting hit as well. Those kind of hurricanes are kind of doing kind of like a boomerang shape. And most hurricanes, as they're coming up through the state, are pretty worn down by the time they hit, the Orlando metro area and then even Deltona. Now, where we live, the Daytona Beach area, they haven't seen a hurricane since I think 1980 something. It was way back then that a hurricane directly hit Daytona Beach area. We kind of just get the secondhand effects.
If anything we get is a pro, and that is tasty waves. So if you're a surfer or bodyboarder,
yeah, the waves are excellently tasty.
They are super tasty.
Especially during hurricane season. Sometimes you might even expect, like 8 to 10 footers.
So if you're in Deltona, grab your surfboard. 35 minutes. you're ready to go. Also in the summer, it gets crazy hot and muggy and very moist. Very moist. So if you can't stand the soggy clothing and changing twice a day, or just walking around in soggy clothing, then that's a con.
So those are the pros and cons of living here in Deltona, Florida. If you're still thinking of making the move, make sure you reach out. Shoot me a call, text, email, message in a bottle, or schedule a Zoom in the link down below. If Deltona isn't quite the area for you and you want to check out our other videos, make sure you check out our playlists on New Smyrna, Daytona, Port Orange, and more.
We put out a ton of videos. Go out there and binge watch those things.
It's pretty much the same as Netflix. However you need to reach us, we've got your back when you're moving to Deltona, Florida, or the surrounding areas. Thanks for watching. So on August 6, 2004, here in Deltona, the Deltona Massacre happened, commonly referred to as the Xbox murders. So I'm just going to be going through and I'm going to be reading this off just because it is an insane story. So, the Deltona Massacre, commonly referred to as the Xbox Murders, was a residential murder which occurred on August 6, 2004, in a home on Telford Lane in Deltona, Florida. 4 men broke into the home and bludgeoned 6 victims to death. The 4 attackers, apparently inspired by the film Wonderland, tortured and killed 4 men, 2 women, and a dog inside the home, making it the bloodiest mass murder in Volusia County history. Their primary motive for the murders was revenge on Erin Bellinger, who had evicted a squatter, Troy Victorino, from her grandmother's then vacant home, with the secondary motive of recovering an Xbox game console and some clothing that Victorino had left behind. Victorino was able to further motivate his accomplices by pointing out that the attack would likely allow them to kill another person they were mad at, but the person happened to not be there at the house that night. A jury found Troy Victorino, Robert Cannon, Jerome Hunter, and Michael Salas guilty of the massacre in August 2007. Judge William A. Parsons upheld the jury's death penalty recommendation and called the killings conscienceless and unnecessarily torturous. He told each of the men during the back-to-back sentence hearings, "You have not only forfeited your right to live among us, you have forfeited your right to live at all," and sentenced them to death.
How did they kill him?
With baseball bats and machetes.
Oh.
6 people.
Okay.
That was good. That was good. I was like, wait, what the fuck did you do that?
During the whole time I was going,
oh, really?
I kept putting it up and going.
That was fucking nutty. I like that. So just an absolutely cold line to deliver right before sentencing someone to death. A little bit of Deltona history that may be swept underneath the rug by most realtors here. But I want to make sure you know exactly what you're moving into.
What a great story if you live there. You can point out the house.
Xbox murders, baby.
Xbox murder.
Hey, if you want to check out our other videos, check them out here and here. Go! Go!